Welcome back to 10 Island Gaming. Today we have a beautiful matchup in this sands, rather desert of Nehekara. I will be filling my Orcs and Goblins army and I will be facing the damned vampire counts. I'll go through my list now. They're led by the Orc Great Shaman over here. He has the Iron Curse icon, Talisman of Preservation and Fencer's Blade, and he's a level 4 of the Big Wa. Then I have a Black Orc BSB. He has the Armored of Silvered Steel. And yeah, that was everything for him. Then I have one level 1 Savage Orc Shaman. He has the Lucky Shrunken Head. For core I have 40 Night Goblins with bows. Maybe some Fanatics in there. Then I have additional 40 Night Goblins with shields and spears. They both have full command. Then I have a unit of Savage Orcs, 28 of them, full command and additional hand weapons. For special I have 29 Black Orcs. They have the standard of discipline and full command. Then I have 2 Goblin Spear Shotgun. I have a Night Goblin Squig Herd, 30 squigs. Then I have 8 regular Trolls, a Doom Diver and a Mangler Squig. And as normal we're playing Swedish comp and I have a composition of 12, so it's hard as steel. For spells, my level 4 rolled up Brainbuster, Fist of Gork, Headbutt and Foot of Gork. And my level 1 Savage Orc Shaman took the Hand of Gork. Let's kill some zombies.
And here's my vampire counts. I have a comp score of 15. They're led by a vampire lord. She has the Dragon Helm, Sword of Might, Talisman of Preservation and the other Trickster Shard. And also Quick Blood. And then I have Master Necromancer, level 4 vampires. 2 Necromancers. And for core I have 5 Direwolves, 2 times 34 Skeleton Warriors, full command, 2 times 34 Zombies, full command. For special we have 39 Grave Guards, full command with the Banner of the Barrows, 2 Fell Bats and 4 rare, 1 Mortis Engine with the Tomb upgrade and 1 Terrorghast. For spells, my level 4 roll up Van Hels, Raise Dead, Curse of Years and Invocation of Nehek, and one of the Necromancers, Hell's Vigor. Vampire counts took the first turn. Full speed ahead here. Over to magic and magic. So in the magic phase, I started with the Raise Dead over here, and then I failed to cast with my level 4. Couldn't cast anymore, and then I tried with my level 1s, but he dispelled those with his dice. And no shooting, so over to Orcs and Goblins turn 1.
Orcs and Goblins, turn 1. I managed all my animosity test. I charged the Squig Herd into the flank of his zombies, so hopefully I can reform here and then face the Grave Guards. Over here I tried to charge with the Night Goblins as well, but I failed. The Mangler Squig came back a bit because he has his terror guys over there. I want him to live until later. And here he has moved up the battle line basically. And also here, as you see, I moved up the Night Goblins to be able to shoot his dogs. And I hope for a Hand of Gork on these guys to move behind his lines. Let's go to Winds of Magic and shooting. Oh, in the magic phase, first off I tried to cast the big version of Foot of Gork. I got it, but he dispelled it. And then I used 2 dice to cast Hand of Gork to move these guys, but I rolled 7 and I needed 8. So quite unlucky. Then for shooting I actually did nothing I did a wound to Terrorgeist, but he saved it with his 5-up regen. And over here, the Night Goblins, the snipers, killed one dog. So, Orcs and Goblins shooting at its finest. Let's go to this close combat here. In the close combat phase, I killed the zombies and then overran into the other zombie units. That was everything for Orcs and Goblins. Let's go to the Vampire Count's turn 2.
Vampire Count's turn 2. No charges, of course. Moved up these dogs here, 8.5 inches from the Fanatics. Couldn't move much here. Turn these guys around, waiting for the Savage Orcs, big guns. The Terrorgeist ready to scream here. The Fellbats over there. Over to Magic and shooting. Magic phase, I rolled Snake Eyes. Managed to get in Crest of Years here. Actually got 11 sixes on 40 dice. And afterwards I screamed 7...
8 totally.
8 totally. So not that many left here. Over to Orcs and Goblins turn 2.
Combat.
Over to this combat right here. Combat here, he did 10 wounds to me. I crumbled some more. Staying here. Over to Orcs and Goblins turn 2.
Orcs and Goblins turn 2. For charges, I tried to charge the Night Goblins here into the Terrorgeist, but I failed by 1. Tried to charge the Trolls into his skeleton units over here, but I failed by 1 as well. And over here the Mangler Squig tried to get into the Fellbats, but I came up short. Then over on the left flank I reformed and moved up with the Savage Orcs, and the same with the Night Goblins. They released the Lone Fanatics, but it only came 3 inches. I moved up the Black Orcs a bit as well. That was everything for movement. Let's go to Winds of Magic and shooting. For Magic phase I did the same recipe once again because it was so successful the first turn. So I tried to cast a big Foot of Gork. He dispelled it. And then I did Hand of Gork, which I failed by 1 once again. For shooting, the Spear Shack over here killed one of the Fellbats. The Doom Diver tried to kill the Terrorgeist. I did 1 wound, but he saved it because that Terrorgeist is unkillable. Over here, the Spear Shacker killed 1 dog, and the Night Goblins finished it off with the shooting. So, let's go to this doomed close combat over here.
Vampire Counts turn 3. Movement phase. Charge these guys into the Trolls. The Mortis Engine did some wounds here. Roll a 13. Moved around a little bit here.
Of course.
Yes, over to Magic and shooting. Magic phase, I didn't get off anything. Same amount of dice. In the screaming phase, I killed the rest of the squigs there. Over to close combat. So, in the combat phase here, it did I think 13 wounds or something. Crumbled the rest. Looks like this now. Over to Orcs and Goblins turn 3.
This turn 3, I managed all the animosity tests except for this one. So they squabbled and couldn't move. And the Fanatic, of course, moved in front of the Savage Orcs here, and I don't want to go through it and lose a lot of guys. I didn't have any charges. Just reformed the Black Orcs and reformed the Night Goblins, as you see. And the Mangler Squig took out the Fellbat. That was everything for movement. Let's go to Winds of Magic and shooting. So, Orcs and Goblins turn 3. In the Magic phase, I did Hand of Gork, and I rolled 16, so my Savage Orcs came really far. Then I tried to 5 dice. Actually, first I started with Brain Buster on his Vampire Lord, and he let it go, but I did no wounds. And then I did Hand of Gork. Then I wanted to end with Foot of Gork, but yeah, I rolled terrible, so I didn't get it. For shooting, both the Spear Shakas rolled a misfire. This one took a wound, and can I choose this turn or next? And the other one just couldn't shoot this turn. For shooting, the Doom Diver tried to shoot for the Terrorgeist, but I scattered off, but I came into the Mortis Engine and did a wound. So, that was everything for Magic and shooting. Let's go to close combat. And in the close combat phase here, he did 2 wounds to me, killed a troll, and yeah, I killed the unit with crumble and everything, they were gone. And I reformed, as you see. Let's go to Vampire Counts turn 4.
Oh, the Mortis Engine started off to taking 2 wounds from a troll. 1 wound down here, and 3 Night Goblins. Yes. These guys into the Trolls. hold up these guys, turn this guys around. Over to magic and shooting. So, a really shit magic phase. 8 dice against 6. Start to use 2 dice on Raised Dead, roll double ones with my level 4. Then I roll 2 dice with my Vampire, Invocation with Nahek, roll double 6s. Roll 2 times on the table because of the tomb there from the Mortis engine. Roll the 8 and a 3, so he chose the Cascade version. Killed 14 guys, lucky me the Vampire didn't sucked up. And in the screaming phase here I did 4 wounds, I think. Yeah. Over to close combats. Close combat phase here, I only did 8 wounds. He did 10 back to me. I won by 3 and he managed his leadership 6 without the beast B. So over to Orcs Goblins turn 4.
Orcs and Goblins turn 4. In the movement phase I charged the Black Orcs into his Graveguards with the Vampire Lord in it, and also the Night Goblins into the flank. And I moved the Savage Orcs unit into the Skeletons over here. For animosity, these guys fell once more, and the Fanatic rolled a double, so he was killed. And over here, the Mangler Squid went off the board due to his random movement. Yeah, that was everything. Let's go to Winds of Magic and shooting. Oh, for Magic, I did Brainbuster, and I reached his level 4, did 2 wounds to him. And then I also did Edbutt, but he dispelled it. And then I tried Foot of Gork, the big version, but I didn't get it. I tried to. Yeah, it was a Hail Mary roll, basically. And yeah, that was everything. Let's go to close combat over here and over there. The close combat phase, the Savage Orcs savaged the Skeletons, as you see, quite a lot dead. And I think he killed 1 Savage Orc. And over here was quite lucky as well. There are 3 Graveguards and the Vampire Lord left, and he killed some of mine. 4 Black Orcs and the 1 Troll. So, let's go to Vampire counts turn 5.
Phase here, turn 5 for the Vampire counts. Everything went in here in the combat. So, over to Magic and shooting. Magic phase, miscasted in the big version of Van Hels. Rolled twice on the table, rolled 3 both times. He chose that, of course. Killed 50 Night Goblins, 8 zombies, and my level 4 sucked up in the warp. For screaming, I killed 6 Black Orcs. Over to close combat. Go down here. Lucky me, he needed double ones to stay. He didn't manage. He rolled 3 on 2 of them, but not enough. But he got away with everything. I rolled short on all these. Lucky me, 1 Graveguard is still alive there. For now, we'll see after the shooting phase. And down here, he wiped me. Over to Orcs Goblins turn 5.
Orcs Goblins turn 5. The Night Goblins here did a swift reform, but didn't manage the leadership test. The Troll didn't manage to rally, he was down to double 1, so he kept on fleeing. But the Black Orcs and Night Goblins reformed and turned around, as you see. Also the Savage Orcs marched up on the back here. Let's go to Winds of Magic and shooting. So in the Magic phase I started off aggressive, did a big version of Foot of Gork, got a direct hit on the Vampire and his unit. Failed to wound the Graveguard and also failed to wound the Vampire, or he made his ward save. And then I didn't continue to... Yeah, I stomped 1 more time, but it scattered off. And then it didn't continue to stomp. Then for Magic also I tried to cast the Hand of Gork over here, move up the Savage Orcs, but he dispelled it. For shooting, the Spear Shaka missed. The Doom Diver got a direct hit. And he took it on his Vampire Lord, 1 hit. And then I rolled a 1 to wound. So yeah, really lucky. Yeah, that was everything. Let's go to the last turn for Vampire counts.
So in the last turn for Vampire counts, rolled 6 to wound on the 6 guys.
Of course
on the Black Orcs. Killed 5 of them. Killed 1 Night Goblin. Moved back my Vampire into here and the last Graveguard there. In with the tomb in the Mortis engine in there. over to magic and shooting. Magic phase, he stopped Hellas Vigor, and I got on one invocation of Nahik. Got a wound back on my Terrorgeist. Yes, that's what is for that. Over to close combat. So that went not that good. I only did 2 wounds. He did 3 back to me, and I crumbled 1. So over to last turn for Orcs and Goblins.
Last turn for Orcs and Goblins. Charged with the Savage Orcs, but I failed into the zombies. And over here just moved up the Night Goblins. And the Troll didn't manage his leadership test, so he ran off. And the Mangler Squig went off as well with the random movement. Let's go to Winds of Magic and shooting. For the magic phase, I tried to snipe out his Graveguard first, but I didn't succeed. It was really lousy, and he made a lot of saves and stuff like that. Then for shooting, the Spear Shaker failed. He got a misfire, but the Doom Diver tried to aim for the Graveguard, scattered off, hit the Mortis Engine and killed it, so it exploded. Killed a lot of Black Orcs, not a lot, but 4. He killed the Graveguard itself. He did 5 wounds to the Terrorgeist, 1 wound to the Doom Diver, and yeah, it caused mayhem, basically killed 6 Night Goblins. So it exploded, and then the Terrorgeist was down to 1 wound. Then my Night Goblins shot, and they actually did 4 wounds to it. So this died, and this died. So, and the Graveguard died as well from the Mortis Engine. So we'll calculate the points and get back soon. After calculating the points, these are dead. The Orcs and Goblins side actually won by 600 points, and I broke my losing streak like 7 games in a row against the same opponent. So I understand that he's a bit defeated, but I'm extremely happy, and this is just the start. I will just keep on winning now, 10 games in a row. And yeah, but it was, yeah, I don't know, actually I felt like I was really unlucky for a lot of the game, but then this happened in the last turn and everything changed, so yeah, I don't know. It was
in my magic phases.
Yeah, his magic phase was really low, and I always got like around 8 to 10 dice, so I had even though I cast really low and bad, but I at least got many dices, and Vampire counts if you don't really own the magic phase, you start to crumble, and yeah, not really good for you. But anyway, it was a slaughter this game. A lot of things died, so it was a fun game. And yeah, we hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.